As you know, she is a retard. I have a huge video on it. It's my most popular video on YouTube. It has over 700,000 hits. You would think that you'd be somewhat aware of my opinion on Sarah Palin by now. For those of you who don't know, that is when the world is supposed to end according to the Mayan calendar, because, yeah, they weren't psychic enough to know that their own culture was going to be destroyed, and they ritualistically sacrificed humans to the gods to make the crops grow better, but they knew when the world was going to end. Makes perfect fucking sense. Well, anything with Bible in it, unless it's Bible basher or Bible hater or burning Bible or something like that, anything that uses Bible in a positive connotation, you know is going to be terrible. You know, whether it's Bible college, Bible camp, Bible retreat, whatever. You know, I'm glad that Thunderfoot, along with Together for Peace, who I guess put truth first in his life for once, showed Venom Thing X's true colors and showed him for the slimy, slithering snake that he is. But I think that now that he's been shown to the people that Thunderfoot should back off. And it's not because I have any sympathy for Venom Fang, it's just that I'd rather he be defeated ideologically, not, you know, on a legal technicality. I have a love-hate relationship with my penis. You know, you'd figure that they would give an ultra-fast, ultra-agile, you know, character a nemesis worthy of his abilities. Instead, they gave him, like, a big fat guy. Sonic, I'm gonna fucking... Oh, Jesus. When I'm done with this cheeseburger, I'm gonna fucking kick your ass. Man, talking is hard. You know, I'm not really impressed with hardcore fans of anything. I mean, I'm obsessed with the Joker, but the most I've ever done is wear Joker makeup and go out in public and kill people like the Joker. So, I mean, it's a perfectly healthy hobby, but to some people, they just take shit too far. I think everyone should have at least one abortion in their life. I've had several. Let me tell you something, there's no such thing as the anti-video game movement. There's no such thing as the anti-gay movement. There's no such thing as any of these anti-movements. There is only the anti-freedom movement. And it's a hydra, it has multiple heads, but at the end of the day, it's just the anti-freedom movement. Don't allow yourself to be fooled. Why would I even want to talk about that guy at this point? I have 23,000 subscribers. He has, what, 23 subscribers? Fuck him, who cares? You know, I've always been a fan of Westboro Baptist Church because they're representing that old school Christianity. And I love watching the Christians get all uncomfortable when these bastards protest military funerals because they call soldiers fag enablers. I think it's good that the Christians get to see themselves like the rest of us see them. Who the fuck likes kids anymore? Kids are loud, annoying, they just fucking ramble incessantly about nothing, and they expect you to think highly of their opinions, and... Wait a minute, that sounds an awful lot like me. I fucking hate printers. Don't we all hate printers? They don't print. You would think if something's called a printer, when you tell it to print something, it would. And then when it does, there's always paper jam and fucking ink cartridges need replenishing and refilling and they cost like $900. Fuck! And why would anyone need anything printed anymore anyway? I mean, you can read everything electronically. Why do you need it printed out on a fucking piece of paper like I just did for this video defeating my whole argument? Privatization of the military. Well, you know, considering that we spend more money on the military than any other country in the world, in fact, than all other countries in the world combined by a significant margin, considering that fact, I don't think we have to worry about the military ever becoming privatized. Sure, we'll contract a bunch of shit out, but at the end of the day, we'll be footing the bill, don't worry. People are always afraid of things they don't understand. It's an essential truth about humankind. But you know what? I mean, there's no risk posed by this device. And even if there were, it would be worth it for the sake of discovery. You gotta have a little balls every now and then. Even if there was like a 1 in 10 chance, I say fuck it, turn the motherfucker on. Let's see what happens. I'll sing to you, in a death metal voice, my opinion about death metal. So that's my opinion. I know it was rather eloquent. I hope you enjoyed that. You know, I'm one of the few people left who just genuinely doesn't give a fuck. But if I gotta pick a side, and I don't really want to, I'll take the side of Israel. Or Palestine. Wow! In America, you can be a professional anything. They've got professional paper, rock, scissors people. It's a game of absolute chance. I mean, the most strategy involved in that is looking at someone and saying, I think he's a scissors guy. I'm gonna go with rock! Damn it! Paper! Motherfuck! At some point, I just start clicking random squares, disobeying the rules. It's like, yeah, there's a 4, and this one's probably a mine, but I'm gonna click on it anyway. I'm gonna live dangerously, and then I wind up being blown up. But not even blown up in some cool way, it's just like, it just kind of informs you coldly that you've been blown up. I wish I had a little guy on the screen, and he was actually out there like, you know, clicking on the tiles himself, and then when he clicked on a mine, he would actually blow up, and there would be a huge fountain of gore and fucking body parts spraying everywhere. Because then that game would actually have some incentive to play that game. Granted, my incentive would be to lose, so I could see the motherfucker die, but whatever. Sex dolls! Does anyone actually buy sex dolls to have sex with them? I've seen a lot of sex dolls, but they've all been bought as like novelty items. Like, look, I have a sex doll! Ha 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 ha! Ooh, inflatable woman, you take me places I never thought I'd go. I remember it used to be like a big thing, like the first few Republicans that got caught sucking a dick, it's like, oh, how ironic. But at this point, it's just expected. I mean, like, if you heard tomorrow, George Bush was getting butt-fucked by a black dude, you'd be like, yeah, I figured that, you know, Republicans, you know how they are. Amazing Atheist. Please the fuck out. Bitches.